Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. I wanted to do this video on Friday. Had a busy day on Friday. Wasn't able to get it in. I'm surprised it hasn't got a lot more press, right? I'm surprised a lot more people aren't talking about this. The new Indiana Jones movie sounds disastrously bad. How disastrously bad does it sound? You ever heard of Star Wars? You ever heard that little thing called Star Wars? It used to be really quite good, didn't it? People used to like Star Wars. And then came the sequel trilogy, or more accurately, Kathleen Kennedy, with a mixture of extreme racism and bigotry and incompetence. It's a really perfect storm of suck, right, that Kathleen Kennedy has done. Quite breathtaking. I take my hat off you, Kathleen. Honestly, up until the Biden administration came into power, nobody has seen incompetence like that on such a grand and vast scale. So very good. So anyway, it looks like they want to do terrible things to Indiana Jones. Terrible things. I heard these rumors from Doomcock, as I said, on Thursday. They seem realistic to me, right? They say Doomcock's always a bit hyperbolic, and he has been saying, I mean, so am I, obviously. Look, if you're a YouTuber, you're a bit hyperbolic. But, he's been saying Kathleen Kennedy's going to be getting fired a lot, and she hasn't been. Listen, you just report the rumors you get. To me, this sounds very credible. Then I saw there was a story on giantfreakingrobot.com, also talking about Indy 5. And I'm like, okay, that's a video. That's a video in itself. I think people need to be forewarned and forearmed for the absolute horror that may be coming our way. Before we get into it, can you hit the like button? That'll be great. And I want to be clear, you're not going to like it. Okay? You're not going to like it. Can you hit the share button? Also, people you share it with probably won't like it either. Like, share, subscribe. And I'll tell you more things you don't like. I know this doesn't sound like a good pitch, right? But it's the best I got. Okay? That's all I got. Like, share, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think, and check out my Indiegogo running 2 days longer, because I kept Friday was a very busy day for me. I meant to close it on Friday. I had to go to a funeral. I had to go see James Bond, and fortunately I was able to do both. It was a very stressful day for me Friday, let me tell you. So it's closing on Monday now. If you want to grab a copy, go look at the video notes. Okay, I'm not even going to go through the whole thing. Although I should do an Indiana Jonesy one for the male gaze on the next campaign. Anyway, I digress. All right, let's start off with this article here on Giant Freaking Robot. Exclusive. Well, it's not exclusive. Excuse me. I heard this the day before on Doomcock. That's not exclusive. Exclusive apart from other people talking about it as well. Phoebe Waller-Bridge replacing Harrison Ford in Indiana Jones franchise. Shia LaBeouf wanted for a return. The Shia LaBeouf thing is new info. That's the exclusive bit, I think. But yes, I completely believe that Kathleen Kennedy wants to make Indiana Jones into a female franchise. Yeah, she doesn't really care about the incredible failures she's experienced thus far. And why would she? There's been zero consequences for this incredible failure she experienced thus far. And she wants to continue the failure. It just seems like, this is the sort of thing going forward. I'm kind of surprised that Phoebe Waller-Bridge would want to be a part of this, because yeah, again, she seems to be a big feminist, as do most people in entertainment. And I want to be clear, I believe all people are intrinsically equal. Okay, I think we're all born essentially equal in the eyes of God, and I believe in God. I'm a Bible-thumping creation. I generally have male, female. I think we're all different, and we all have different roles in life, but I don't think anybody should feel confined. But yeah, I generally speaking, I think modern feminism is a terrible, terrible thing, which is essentially racist, right? It's just essentially horribly, bigoted. It's sexist. It is the thing they don't like, which we all don't like, right? It does. So, but she seems to be a very good writer as well. I mean, I saw Fleabag. I thought very well written, very well performed. She knows what she's doing. Clearly a professional. But then she was brought in to spruce up the Daniel Craig movie, put some feminism into that. I saw that on Friday. Daniel Craig, the last James Bond movie, No Time to Die. it seemed to me that all the stuff that she wrote in about, the reported conversation with tampons with the new 007, and that book, that movie, I mean, was so shot to end with M going to the new stunning and brave Lashana Lynch 007. So, come along, 007, we got work to do. And it was going to continue the franchise with her. Then they saw the financial reality of go woke, go broke, right? They're like, whoa, I think the science is in on this one, and we don't want to go broke. I mean, there is a theory you can only do 2 bad James Bond movies back to back before that'll kill the franchise. It's probably a fair theory. I wouldn't like to test it out. Fine, so let's I don't get. So anyway, I'm reasonably surprised that she wanted to do this. But let's read this first, and if it doesn't cover the script leak rumors, I will tell you all. I'll spill it all, babe. Listen, this is YouTube. We're not keeping secrets, okay? I'm gonna blow my load, okay? Indiana Jones will be Harrison Ford's last outing as Indiana Jones, but it hardly seems like Lucasfilm is willing to give up on the franchise. So people thought, are they going to recast? Is it Chris Pratt going to be Indiana Jones? Although he's too obvious a casting. But that seemed to be the way. No. Kathleen Kennedy is in the house. But it hardly seems like Lucasfilm is willing to give up the franchise. Give the franchise up, I should say. Though there have been large gaps between projects, the series remains popular, extremely popular. In this next movie, the studio has a large decision to make. Does the 5th film give a satisfactory conclusion and wrap up everything once and for all, or does it introduce a new story, a story that allows the franchise to continue without Harrison Ford? Doesn't that sound logical to you? Yes, that sounds like something they would absolutely want to do. Although, something I absolutely detest, I can't stand it, is this inability of people in entertainment, creators in entertainment, to be creative in any way, shape, or make something new. Indiana Jones was born of, George Lucas's love of Republic serials and, Doc Savage. Take your love of Indiana Jones and make something new. And you have so much more creative freedom when you do that. You get so much better work when you do that. It's mind blowing to me how that. No, we would rather destroy everything than try anything new. I mean, they could do the Rocketeer. I mean, I love that Rocketeer movie, but that's that. You want that kind of vibe, you can have that kind of vibe. The next movie does the blah blah blah. We wanted to know, so we went digging, and thanks to some of our trusted and proven inside sources, they're actually quite good with the rumors. Is Giant Freaking Robot has learned that Phoebe Waller-Bridge will be taking over the lead role in the franchise. This is completely in tandem with the Doomcock rumor, right? Previously, the studio announced that Phoebe Waller-Bridge will co-star with Harrison Ford in Indiana Jones 5. However, they haven't made much information about her role public at this time. It was that she was his assistant. Not anymore! Oh no! Kathleen Kennedy went through that with her red pen, that's for sure. A woman can't be an assistant to a man? More than that! However, there have been theories about Phoebe Waller-Bridge possibly taking over in the past, but we haven't learned anything concrete. I mean, listen, I'm not that surprised. They probably drove a truckload of money into a living room, and said, "Would you like this?" And she was like, "Oh, I think probably yes." Possibly taking over, possibly haven't learned anything. Now, surprisingly, she isn't the only element currently planned for future Indiana Jones films. Yes, there is a whole new series, which again we're going to get to. The studio will also be trying to get Shia LaBeouf back as Mutt Williams. Now, whatever happened to Shia LaBeouf? I mean, he had the nervous breakdown, but did he get back into acting? I don't know. I mean, look, they said the same thing about. Was it Joaquin Phoenix? And then, next thing you know, he's doing this incredible turn as the Joker. I gotta rewatch that movie. It's too depressing though, but I'd love to find some time to rewatch that Joker movie. Screenwriter David Cohen has previously confirmed that Mutt Williams, Shia LaBeouf, is not in Indiana Jones 5. Yes, I think he's the sidekick in future movies. However, that was said long before the movie started production and could be subject to change. I don't think he's in this movie. I do not think he's in this movie. We learned at this point they're trying to get Shia LaBeouf back to join Phoebe Waller-Bridge in the franchise future, but were unable to confirm if he might appear in Indiana Jones 5 as well. My guess from what I heard from the script leak is not script leak is not. Lucasfilm attempted to bring back Shia LaBeouf to join Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I can't believe they haven't done the leak yet. Could hint at details about her character. We were unable to confirm any more details on her role, on what her role exactly is, other than they want her to lead the movies moving forward. Again, completely in tandem with the Doom Cop rumor, okay? However, in terms of story for Indiana Jones, it's been established in canon so far that what we know about... it's been established in canon so far, this is what we know. Shia LaBeouf played Mutt Williams in Crystal Skull. Mutt was the long-lost son of Indiana Jones. In the younger Indiana Jones Chronicles, George Lucas came up with the idea of Indiana Jones has a daughter. When Mutt Williams was introduced to Crystal Skull, it raised a question. It raised a giant question mark. Yeah, it's not canon. Like, really? They're overthinking. Does Indiana Jones have a son, or did they retcon the existence of the daughter away? Our source shared that Phoebe Waller-Bridge is taking over Indiana Jones Friday. She's being introduced in Indiana Jones 5. After that, she'll be... the studio wants her to be helped by Shia LaBeouf in the they want him to be the sidekick in the story moving forward. While we didn't learn the finer details, okay, I'm going to tell you the finer details of what Lucasfilm has planned for the story. They are going to tell once and for all these pieces in place. It does seem fairly likely that they're imagining Phoebe Waller-Bridge is the unnamed daughter of George. No. Again, that's not what I could be. I mean, absolutely could be, right? But that's not I heard. Again, we'll see. George Lucas previously came for Indiana Jones. No, forget it. This movie blows up all continuity, purposely so. This is the timeless children of Indiana Jones. Then the story could, if you don't know what that is, don't watch Doctor Who because you'll find out. Then the story could be Indy's daughter's leads the charge to help by her son Mutt Williams. Of course, is this the end of it? Yeah, of course. Not a lot of people saw the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, and if the movies want to retcon the existence of his daughter, that's something Lucasfilm can do. However, with this established canon, the story idea may be ahead of moving forward without Indiana Jones. It'll be interesting to see how they decide to... Okay, fine. Interesting. It will be interesting. I'm going to tell you exactly what I heard. So, originally she was Indiana Jones' assistant. Now she's a plucky gal reporter. She could be his daughter as well. I mean, like, that would sync quite nicely. She's Indiana's... she's this plucky gal reporter. She gets a picture of a MacGuffin, an artifact, and some words, some hieroglyphics she can't read. But why would she? So she goes on an investigation to work out what this is. This leads her to Indy's university, where he's retired, and she finds him at home. To work out what this MacGuffin is, right? But from what I could tell, the script treats Indy at this point like Sean Connery in Indiana Jones 3, and what's it called again? Last Crusade, right? Like a doddery old comic relief, and he keeps messing up and doing. So he knows where the artifact is, and so they go to get it. And it was always set up so the bad guy, headed by Antonio Banderas, I believe. Great Zorro, by the way. That was a really good movie. Zorro and the sequel. They were two very, very good movies. I really wish they'll do more of those. It's about, and they use this to find the MacGuffin. The MacGuffin basically leads. They end up in Stonehenge and opening up a portal, which Phoebe Waller-Bridge fiercely charges in after the bad guys, and reluctantly, Indy follows. Right? No, it follows over, and they go back in time, and they're in World War II, and they're trying to find clues. And like Indy's a klutz, and he gets them both caught, and then they're both rescued by Indiana Jones, young Indiana Jones now, like a de-aged Indiana Jones. So basically, you get two Indies and a time travel plot, which is essentially blows up the cannon and makes them be able to do whatever they want to do at that point. But wait, there's more. So there's some kind of like machine or something they put in young Indy. Old Indy is mortally wounded in the closing reel. And young Indy has this machine put on him that sucks him into a void or something like that. And the bad guy looks like he's won. looks like he's won, right? Banjo. And then a whip comes out through the void and grabs the bad guy and sucks him in, right? So then Phoebe Waller-Bridge is left with the dying old Indiana Jones. And you got to find him. You must find my young self. And dies, right? Dies, but not before handing over the hat and the whip to Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who is now the stunning and brave headline of Indiana Jones from now on. And the closing titles is apparently a montage of her doing Indiana Jonesy stuff, being the new stunning and brave Indiana Jones. So I think putting these two together, it sounds like the way they want to go. Now, add in Kathleen Kennedy's insane feminism, that destroyed Star Wars. It's like, so, it just makes it listen, however Kathleen Kennedy was abused, I mean, whatever happened, right? Which clearly something went down, right? Whatever, that was wrong. And I tell you what, if we find the people who abuse you, Kathleen, and string them up by their testicles, hanging from a lamppost somewhere in the middle of Hollywood, if we could do that for you, would you leave all this shit alone for once? Would you leave Indiana Jones alone? Would you at least, if we could do that, would you do it? Would you? And we'll even use the whip, okay? How about that? Does that sound good to you? I think we can make a deal, baby. How about, no, you want to destroy everything. Very good. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. And ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.